Hey, FEMC Allen family, Pastor Mary Beth here, and I'm here with Pastor Jessica today because I want to tell you that when I came for my first meeting with the Staff Parish Relations Committee last year, when we knew I was going to be coming here as the new lead pastor, and asked about who is First Methodist of Allen, the very first thing that people talked about was Change the World Weekend. And I had heard about Change the World Weekend when that began in 2012 and watched from a distance how that unfolded and how it grew and how it has become so much a part of the identity of this church. And so I have been waiting as I've been here this year in anticipation for Change the World Weekend, which is always the third weekend in May. But what we know is the world's changed in the last 8 weeks. And I want to tell you, the leadership team of Change the World is pivoting. And so Pastor Jessica's here to tell you about what's going to happen with Change the World Weekend.
Awesome, thank you. So one of the things that I was excited about is even before we all knew the word coronavirus, our leadership team was already talking about how can we make Change the World a year-round effort and not just one great weekend of service, because we know the need exists year-round. Our neighbors experience need all year long. And so in some ways we were talking about it theoretically, and this year when things change the way they have, the theoretical had to become practical. So we're excited this year on our typical weekend, the third weekend in May, which is coming up very soon, we are going to have our kickoff. And so we're going to offer all the projects that we are able to offer safely. So for general projects, there'll be things that can be done at home. If folks are not comfortable getting out just yet, we'll have things that people can take home, or we can do porch drops for activities that they can use to serve their neighbors. At the church, we'll be hosting a Kids Against Hunger food packaging in a safe, spaced out, cleaning constantly kind of way. We'll have some collections if people want to drive up and drop some things off. We'll have those available. And as far as home repair and yard work, which is what we're kind of known for, we do have projects. Our scopers have been going out and taking a look at those, and we're going to break them down into micro projects. So instead of big groups coming together to work for 24, 48 hours over that weekend, we're going to have small teams. Maybe your quarantine, your family, whomever you've been sheltering with, could go out and tear down a fence or mow a lawn, do things for our neighbors to show them that they are important, they matter, they're beloved children of God. So we're going to kick it off, and then we're going to continue because we might not have time over that weekend to do everything we want to accomplish. And so we want to create this change the world culture, that this is just who we are, and continue doing great projects to help our neighbors all year long.
So if people are interested in finding out what the projects are and what the schedule might look like, is there a place for people to go?
Yes.
Check that out.
Yes, we have a website. It's changetheworldallen.org. And you can take a look. As soon as we have safe parameters for how those projects are being scheduled, they will appear there. So just, if you'll offer us some grace, because it might take a moment for those to appear, because this year's been odd. It's like building on sand. Every time we go to create a plan, something changes, new guidelines are put out, the governor issues a new statement. So just bear with us, and all those projects will appear on our website.
All right, so that's end of next week. You can be a part of Changing the World here and watch for those opportunities, all kinds of opportunities, depending on what your level of comfort is. We're excited about it, and we're looking forward to it. So we will see you on Sunday. Shalom.